What was something you thought normal as a little kid, but now realize shouldn't ever happen to somebody? When I was a kid, I thought every family was like mine. I thought every kid got screamed at for spilling a drink. I thought every kid got grounded for weeks over small mistakes. I thought every kid learned to stay quiet, keep their head down, and avoid making anyone angry. It was normal to me because it was all I had ever known. My parents called it discipline. If I forgot to do a chore, I was punished. If I talked back, I was punished. Sometimes it felt like I could get in trouble just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Looking back now, I can barely remember what half of my punishments were even for. I just remember being afraid of them. One day, when I was around 9 years old, I accidentally bumped into my sister while we were running through the house. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't on purpose. We were just kids being kids. But when my parents saw it, they didn't see an accident. The next thing I knew, I was being shoved down the stairs. I remember tumbling down the steps and lying at the bottom, stunned. My arm hurt, my head hurt, and I felt tears building up in my eyes. But I didn't cry. Crying usually made things worse. Instead, I got up and apologized. Apologized. For years, I didn't think anything about that memory was strange. As I got older, though, things started changing. I heard my friends talk about their parents. They complained about curfews, chores, and losing their phones. Meanwhile, I found myself wondering why none of them seemed terrified of making mistakes. That was when I started realizing that my childhood wasn't normal. The realization hit me harder than I expected. Memories I had buried came back one by one. The yelling, the punishments, the constant feeling that I was one mistake away from making someone angry. By 5th grade middle school, the weight of it all felt impossible to carry. I became good at pretending I was okay. I smiled when people expected me to smile. I laughed at jokes.